sailing 19th of November. I'm sorry, is that facts, guys? Do we have a sailing date, OSRS? Facts. Hang on, is there a blog about this, Mr. User? There is. There's a video? There's a trailer. Chat, we're gonna have to pause what we're doing. I'm gonna need to look at this. The 19th of November. Listen, I just got invited to the esports awards, which take place on the 19th of November, and I am now telling them that I'm not going. I literally just got invited yesterday. Haven't even responded yet. Can't go sailing. My management company was inviting me out, and I'm not going. We're doing sailing. Never mind. Sorry about that. No, that's okay. I probably wasn't going to go anyways, man. Kind of is a big commitment, tough with the kids, you know what I mean? I'm excited, man. Genuinely, I'm excited. 19th of November for sailing. Let's get a good screen reach into this real quick, and let's read this over together. We're going to do story time. Let's do story time. Make this larger real quick. Sailing launches 19th of November. After 3 years of design discussion and community collaboration, we're thrilled to announce that Sailing Old School RuneScape's first new skill is launching on November 19th at 10 o'clock UTC. Please note, the exact timing of the launch on the day might move. Will be explained later further in detail in the sailing blog. Sailing unlocks new content found at sea. Own and upgrade your very own boat. As you hone your skills, you'll reach previously uncharted areas. It's a historic moment for the team and, of course, the wonderful community. From early skill concepts through refinement, playtests, and polls, this has been a skill shaped directly with you. Let's talk about what you can expect from sailing and what's on the horizon, how you can help influence development in 2026 and beyond. I literally almost said 2016. Sailing's a massive update. We call it our project of projects. It's bigger and more expansive than any content that's come to the game before it. That means that it's going to be bigger than the initial Zaya continent release. That's crazy, dude. Old school runes, that's a joke. Old school RuneScape has always been about player autonomy and decision making. Build your adventure your way. Sailing's going to offer you new goals and fresh ways to progress without taking away what already makes our game so special. We want to reassure you that sailing won't change what you already love about old school RuneScape. It's here to enhance your experience, not replace it. We're confident that it'll feel like a natural extension of Gielinor, something that could have existed from the very beginning. So I think what that's kind of saying is, like, it's not going to be necromancy that completely replaces combat in RS3. It's going to be something that builds, right? Because like necromancy kind of did that. I think most people just do that now. Honestly, it became so strong as a combat style. Although we've shared lots of details about sailing through its development, there are still so many things to discover when it comes to the game. Throughout our public and NDA playtests, we've continued to iterate on what we can do to improve, and we can't wait to see you all jump in for the very first time. It's been one of the greatest privileges to work on a project like this, from early concepts to alpha and then beta. It's almost time. We'd like to extend a huge thanks to every single person who's been involved in our playtesting and feedback, both publicly and behind the scenes. Your work has been invaluable. We're confident that we created something special here, and it's our sincere hope that when the community tries sailing on launch day, players will feel like sailing's always belonged in Gielinor. Okay, I'm gonna skip past some of the fluff here. Thank you. We're happy. Sailing launches soon. Shipbuilding and upgrades. With the required sailing level, you can own up to 5 boats at any time. Upgrade your boat at the shipyard with stronger components and powerful facilities that can aid you on your sailing journey. There are 3 sizes of boats available: the raft, the small boat, and the large boat, and you can use your construction to build facilities or simply pay a shipwright who can build the most basic facilities. Crew and multiplayer. Choose from 10 NPCs across Gielinor. Ask them to join your crew. Remember, if your friends are online, they can also join you. Maximum of 5 crewmates, perfect for the farmers, or friends can join you at any time to help manage your facilities and keep sailing smooth. And this is like, they can do some of the different tasks on your boat. They can manage the rudder, they can manage the cannon, they can do that for you so you don't have to do it manually yourself. Ship combat. The sea is teeming with new creatures and aquatic wildlife, but unfortunately most of them won't greet new faces very kindly. Better to be safe than sorry, we say. Why not build yourself a cannon facility on your boat? Ship combat has been designed to work very similarly to how combat works on land, so don't expect raid level mechanics just yet. Thankfully, you'll be able to repair your boat using repair kits at a shipwright's workbench found near all shipwrights. Go nuts. Sailing gameplay. Just like clicking rocks to mine ore or logs to burn a fire, the core gameplay loop for sailing is nice and simple. Earn sailing experience by successfully interacting with facilities on your boat. The simplest example of this is trimming your sails. You'll get a burst of experience and a nice little speed boost. Tick manipulating, trimming sails is going to be a way to level, or just trimming your sails without tick manip, of course. Now, it would be rather sad if that was how you're expected to train sailing all the way to 99, so we've developed 4 sailing training methods as well as a hybrid sailing fishing training method. Here's what's coming. Port tasks. So this is, I think, kind of like farming contracts for sailing. Use your boat to service NPCs around Gielinor who need your help. As a service to NPCs, you'll unlock access on the port notice boards and docks once you hit the respective required sailing level. You can choose to help NPCs deliver cargo from point A to point B, like a courier task, or take down a threat at sea and deliver the proof of an NPC, like a bounty task. So it's like a Slayer task for sailing. Store up to 5 port tasks at any one time with the required sailing level. We recommend taking and completing them alongside other activities on your sailing journey. So that's kind of smart. Like you can, you can double dip. You can get a port task and then you can go do something that you were going to do anything for sailing, like go salvaging a shipwreck. We should get to that. And then if you have that port task nearby, you can also do that to kind of like double dip on experience. I like it. Shipwreck salvaging. This is what I was talking about. And this is, I think, what I'm going to like about it. Turn others' misfortune into your own benefit. There are many sunken ships out there that still contain valuables. It doesn't feel like old school RuneScape with at least one activity that you can do. I lost my spot. Hang on. I glanced at something else. Just pausing alert so you guys don't have to listen to him. With at least one activity that you could do with a streaming service on your third monitor, right? Perfect. AFK style training. To get your AFK gains in, we've developed a relaxing training method called Shipwreck Salvaging. I tried this in the beta and I really liked it. It was kind of cozy. Simply make sure your boat is equipped with a salvaging hook and then head to a shipwreck salvage point to gather salvage, which can be stored in your boat's cargo hold. You can take your salvage back to port and sort them into useful materials. Sea charting. Using your captain's log, you can document, chart, and study areas of the sea that were previously undiscovered. Spot something cool at sea, go and chart it. Explore Galenor like you've never seen it before and interact with the world a completely new way. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this gives you an XP chunk, and basically I think what I saw on the beta from this was there's a certain like set amount of locations that you can, chart with your telescope or whatever else. So you can actually just go there, look at it, and you get an XP drop for it, like 2k 5k XP, something like that. I don't know how repeatable these were. I did see that early as an easy, like low-level way to get some levels in, so might be doing that on day one. Barracuda trials. It's a one-time thing. They never re-up. Okay, thanks. Barracuda trials. The Barracudas are a ragtag crew of seafaring adventurers. I chose not to try any of this in the betas because I wanted something to be fresh, so I don't know much about this, but I think it's like sailing racing. Fiercely competitive and always up for a challenge, they've turned their passion into a sport, testing their skills against one another in a thrilling sea-based time trial to see who truly rules the waves. At launch, sailing will feature 3 Barracuda trials: the Temper Tantrum, the Jubbly Jive, and the Gwyneth Glide. Each trial offers you, I want to say trail, like treasure trail every time I read that. Each trial offers you the chance to prove your mettle, rise through the ranks, and earn the respect of Barracudas themselves. I'm not going to lie, I always thought it was metal as in like M-E-D-A-L, but metal. I'm now learning that I have always in my entire life gotten prove your mettle wrong. Conquer their, it makes so much more sense. Conquer their challenges and you can bag yourself a nice chunk of sailing XP and snag some very snazzy rewards. Barracuda trials are intended for high amounts of sailing experience, providing you can play them mechanically well. So this is a high skill, high reward type thing. It's like, I would probably relate this to like either werewolf course agility racing or maybe even sepulcher in a way. It's like ocean sepulcher, but maybe less arrows shooting at you. I don't really know, but it's you need to know the mechanics and be able to perform. And then deep sea trawling. When you sail out to sea, you'll find fish that you cannot usually find near shores. Build a trawling net facility on your boat, allows you to access these fish. You can earn a mix of sailing and fishing experience. You can look forward to plenty of new exotic fish on launch, which can then be transformed into powerful foods and herb lore ingredients. Interesting. Quests. Sailing launches with brand new quests. This is probably how I'm going to start sailing, is by doing quests up front. If you took part in the sailing alpha or beta, you may already be familiar with the Pandemonium, the introductory quest for sailing. This is designed to teach you the ropes, no pun intended. Our most anticipated sailing quests, Troubled Tortugans, introduce a new race called the Tortugans. Go figure. Tortugans are under threat by the Griffins. They need your help. You'll meet them when you sail over to the Great Conch. Everyone's going to get that wrong on launch day. No one knows how to say that word. Follow-up quest. The Red Reef is planned to launch sometime later next year. More information on this shared below. Nope, no one knows. New areas. We're not going to reveal much about new islands you'll discover with sailing since we want to preserve some of the magic on launch, but to give you an idea, there are over 30 new islands being added with the launch of sailing, some of which come with new dungeons. We used to talk about sailing to dungeons, man. That's going to be fun. It's all coming out once with room to expand. So we don't have to wait for this. Like this is like, bam, 30 right away with dungeons. Oh man. The team has put in a huge amount of work into environmental storytelling. We can't wait to see you all jump in. So that's going to be a big race, right? Like people getting their sailing level up as quick as possible so they could be the first people to the dungeons to see what's in there. I like it. Who will be the first to discover? Yeah. New resources, perhaps the most exciting of all. Many new resources adding with sailing. Bank space will be increased. Yes. Thank you. And you'll be able to gather new items like logs, oars, fish, rocks, seeds, fabric, and more. Check out the new Sailing Resources blog for more details, as all of them will be available on launch for sailing, except the incendiary and chain shot cannonballs, both planned later. Interesting. New training methods. When you've unlocked new access to islands, you might stumble across a new way of training another skill. We've carefully designed these new training methods to fill current gaps in progression. All training methods listed in Sailing and Resources blog and the Sailor blog will be included at launch. Some notable new training methods include crab hunting, lantern fishing, blowpipe fletching, and pirate thieving. Interesting. Unique items. Your boat opens the door to countless quality of life improvements, both on and off the water. If you've built the right facilities, you can upgrade and customize up to 5 boats, each tailored to your playstyle, and add unique cosmetics to show off your achievements to other players at sea. Unlock new dock teleport locations using the teleport me to boat spell, or simply set sail in the direction to your destination. Set sail directly to your destination. We completely acknowledge that many players will continue to prefer using traditional teleports for fast travel, and that's okay. Sailing either directly or via teleports unlocked via the teleport via the skill can offer an ideal option for certain situations. If not, it will still offer plenty of rewards outside of traversal. So I expect that to end up changing some meta in the game, where some teleport locations just might be better for other activities that are non-sailing related. There's going to be some niche things that people come up with, and probably some rebalance that Jagex is going to have to do as new things are found, because, you know, they're not going to be able to test and anticipate every single broken mechanic. So expect some broken mechanics early on, honestly, and then like they'll have to fix things, you know, as things change. The Gleaming Rapier, now called Bell's Folly, is a brand new 5-tick powerful stab weapon, providing an alternative to the Zamorakian and Hasta without completely eclipsing it. The Horn of Plenty is another powerful account upgrade, allowing you to gather resources at an improved rate and providing you with a boost to your hunter level. Interesting. And then what could early 2026 sailing updates look like? Red Reef and new type of port task. So a new quest and a new type of port task. That's early 2026. In the summer, we've got a small scale boss at sea and player designed island. The player designed island competition should kick off shortly after launch. Once you've all had a chance to get your hands on content, this will allow you to explore the area and see what already exists before adding your own ideas. I think that's a really good idea, because they can kind of like fill in the gaps on things that people think should be there, but you know, they get a lot of feedback all at once from that. That's pretty sweet. Autumn 2026, new Barracuda trial and the sequel quest to the existing storyline, and then late 2026 sea expansion. The updates we've suggested would be relatively quick, which is why we could offer them so soon after the skills launch. Anything else like the player design island or a new sea boss will require more time for its unique code and graphics. Yeah, fair play. And then further updates way in the future past 2026, potentially ship PvP, colossal boats, so a bigger boat size, party sized, 500-man clan boat, yeah, or maybe like a party pontoon, hybrid training methods like sailing slayer, a sailing mining, mineral dredging, yeah, like, you know, sea monster hunting, I like it. And then further quests, of course, a sailing guild eventually, and interactive NPC ships. NPC ships have been added to sailing. However, in the future, we'd like to make them have interactions with your ship, for example, to be plunderable or vice versa. Oh, so you can just like steal stuff from a, you just like drive by, you rope to their ship, and then you steal their loot, and then like jump off, swim to your boat. I like it. Maybe like leave a slow ticking time bomb, and then like as you jump off, it like explodes in the back. Okay, I'm dreaming over here. How we'll gather feedback, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to look at that. I'm not going to read through the developer testimonials, but this is all here if you guys want to, take a look. Sorry, Husky, but I'd like to get a video out at some point today, so I don't want this to take too long. Very interesting stuff, man. November 19th, guys. It's less than a month away. We've got like 4 weeks to go, and we get a new skill, which means you have a month to get your max cape before you lose it, and I beat you to 99. Actually, that's not going to happen, but 1 month to go, boys. I'm excited. Let's go. Good luck, Jagex.